Hello again.
Hello
This
again.
is another video for the seventh week lessons, which is at first it's gonna be like creating and designing the puppet for the third grade, but then I realized that those students are not really ready for designing their character yet because they doesn't really know a lot about that character yet. So I took that time to actually figure out what is that character. So I changed the whole plan in that lessons, and I figure out what is that character and how to deepen their character and stuff.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I realize how that Teresia has done a brilliant job at connecting visual arts processes with drama. I saw her helping, like, taking on some of the processes that she was able to observe while I was teaching some drama skills that the kids need to create a story, and she translated them directly into the design of these puppets. So what she did was I asked her to have all the materials ready for the kids to get onto the producing of these puppets, in case they got there soon, because sometimes you never know if the kids might be readier than you think, and so it's good to be prepared. And so that was my approach. And it might have, she could have taken it as, all right, we gotta just, after you pick your character, you're just gonna get to it. But because of her observation skills, she was able to see that after the kids had their characters chosen, they needed more information about the character, about the character's personalities, which is what I was pleasantly surprised, to see expression, when I saw her just slowing down all the kids and saying, all right, wait, we're not ready to start designing our puppets. First, we're going to talk about each of the personality traits of each character, which tells me that Teresia is she's sensitive to dramatic play, and mostly to storytelling. So that was something that I received very happily, that you did that, because it added a lot of depth, and I had not instructed Teresia to do that. So I think she just picked it up from observing how we work with characters. And so then once the kids had gathered different characteristics to the personalities, and there's same characters in that group,
There's
but
actually
each
three character of like same character, and three character of like panda, like same thing. But and then when I asked them like, okay, what's the difference between your panda and her panda, and they were like, I don't know. And that is when I have to like jump in, and I have to ask her like, do your panda help like improving the story, or your panda actually slow down the story? What do your panda love to do? And then they built the panda character up, and then they were like, oh, I want my panda to hold these certain things and stuff. And then surprisingly, one of the panda character even decided that they are going to help the protagonist to solve the problem, because of accidental thing that just happened because of the personality in the character. So I really like that.
Yeah, well, I really commend you for being so observant to this dramatic process and all the storytelling. I think it's gonna make a big difference in the way their puppets look like once they're done. And I also am grateful that you did it, because it helps the kids make the connections between visual arts and storytelling and drama. The way you handled that lesson was brilliant. Yeah.
Because at the end of the time, the puppet is actually to support the play.
Yeah.
Because like if it's just like a nice looking puppet but it doesn't have any story behind it, then it just didn't serve the purpose of that. So
That's correct.
So on the next lesson, we are actually gonna teach the kid how to make the puppet. But at this moment, I'm glad that I took the chance to actually plan for the instruction, because it keeps changing during the whole lesson. You know, like what should I put in, and what should I do next and stuff. Because everything just happened like that.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Well done, Teresia.
Thank you. That's it. Thank you.
Bye.